Monsters Movies and Mayhem.
Welcome back to another installment of Monsters Movies and Mayhem. We're your hosts,
Murderface.
and Brian S. Tier Hidalgo.
Oh, that's good. That's a good one.
You
On the
like that
spot,
one
too.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
That's good.
Yep.
Today's episode. What are we doing for today's episode?
Today's episode is going to be a tier list of our favorite slashers.
Slasher tier list.
And we have a whopping total of 30 slashers out of the hundreds that we could have picked from. These are the 30 that first came to our minds, and from some of our
the
favorite
deep,
movies.
darkest webs, interwebs.
Well, yeah, one of them.
Yeah.
And we have a grand total of 30 of these slashers. We're going to go through each of these, and we're going to pick our favorites for each level, each tier. S going through D. And, well, right off the bat,
Should we explain how a tier list works?
no. Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, yeah. All right. So a tier list,
As you can see here.
is in the. Okay, let me start all over. A tier list is a ranking of the best being S class and D being the worst. And
Yes.
everything in between that.
Right.
Don't ask me why S is the best. I don't know.
You never got S's in class?
Wait, is that possible to get an S?
Well, I mean, if you're special. That's what it stands for.
No, I've never gotten S.
I always get S's. S plus plus. Your
Okay.
first slasher, our first slasher that we're gonna have to rank, is from a movie that well, the original movie was I think it was like Halloween Eve,
I believe so, yeah.
and because it was such a it was an anthology, like a story, like a bunch of stories, and there was one story with Art the Clown that became a fan favorite so much that he got his own movie.
Movies.
Terrifier, Terrifier 2. Art the Clown. We're going to be putting him in one of these spots. Art the Clown. Have you seen any of the Terrifiers?
Unfortunately, I have.
Right.
I am not a big fan.
Why not?
I'm a...
Don't you like clowns? Don't we make you laugh?
Clowns are not the problem. The problem is I like a movie with some substance behind it, not
Mhm.
just style. And that's all Terrifier.
You want some
Terrifier...
steak with that sizzle.
Yeah, exactly. So Terrifier and Terrifier 2 was just all shock, no awe.
Right. What was your favorite shocking moment from that?
I mean, when that girl gets split from the...
Spoilers.
Yeah.
When someone gets split asunder.
Yeah, from the crotch up.
Right. And if you were like me and you saw Bone Tomahawk
That's
right before Terrifier, this wasn't a big surprise.
No.
So it wasn't too shocking.
No, and Bonehawk did it way better, in my opinion.
I like it a little more.
Yeah.
But well, how would we rank Art as a slasher among all these other slashers? Because we are doing some small grading as to how many kills they got, how they got the kills, you know, the impact they left in the genre, and I mean, we are going to be talking about the movies a little bit overall, just on how much of an impact they were. But if you had to rate his killings, how would you rate that?
So Murderface, Art the Clown for me, I would put him in the D category as well. He looks creepy and stuff like that, and
Sure, clowns are creepy.
yeah, clowns are creepy, and I understand that they want to play on that. His kills, I feel like I've seen in other movies done better.
Yes.
And it's like he tries to be slapsticky in those movies, and it just
Right.
falls totally flat for me.
hmm
I definitely would put him in the D list as well.
Yeah, I agree. He should be in the D list, and just because he's on the D list here doesn't mean that
And these are our personal opinions. This isn't fact or anything like that.
right. That
And I
doesn't
understand
mean
that people would.
Yeah, people love Art the Clown.
I personally do not.
Yes, and well, our first slasher ranked as D. Moving on, we are going to a movie you haven't seen.
I have not seen, so you're going to have to sell me on this one.
Well, I saw both of these, not back to back, but Funny Games was 1997. Um, Not exactly a slasher, more like a home invasion, but they remade it in the 2000s.
Now, remind me, is
Mhm.
this the one where at some points it like cuts, they almost do like a Deadpool kind of thing and like refer to the camera?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have seen this.
Hey, there we
Yes.
go. I mean, I could tell it made such a big impact on you.
Yeah. Oh man. And it was kind of nihilistic.
Yes.
Yeah. And it's the is it Mr. Blonde?
Yeah, he's in the remake.
Yeah, so I saw the remake.
Hmm.
I did not see the original.
Well, guess what? They're the same shot for shot.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
So if I've seen the remake, I've seen the original pretty much.
That's right. And in this one, we are rating the Paul and Peter. That's their names in both of them.
Oh man, they were such tools.
Yes, they were. They did a total of they successfully killed, spoilers, the 3 people that they invaded.
Yeah.
But I mean, afterwards, you can tell they were going to keep going. They've done this before. I mean, they're regulars in that little town. So, they
Yeah.
probably done this before, but the way that they killed them didn't really make an impact for me.
No, it was pretty basic, as the
Yeah.
kids say these days.
It was more mind games,
Yeah.
trying to convince people, you're useless, worthless.
It was more psychological torture. The kills were quick and painless.
Yeah.
But yeah, if I were to rate them, I mean the movie didn't really leave a huge impact on me.
Right.
I can remember bits and pieces of it.
Yeah.
I mean, I also watched it at like 1 a.m. on like a Wednesday. How you should watch all movies. Just half asleep.
Have a sleep. And I mean, for me, I would probably have to put it
Is he
in the
better? Are they
D.
better than Art? Or are they in the same level as Art?
I think they might be,
D?
but is it better or worse than Art is the question. I'm going to say worse.
Yeah, I would say worse. So they're D.
D. There you go. So, do you want to introduce the next slasher?
The next slasher on the list is Ghostface.
Now, for Ghostface, there are a few different Ghostface.
Are we doing every individual
Here's our 1 hour special.
on just
We're doing
We
every
can do a
single Ghostface.
Yeah, Ghostface tier list.
I think we should do the first one.
Okay, so Billy Loomis and Stu Schumacher.
Shaggy.
No, Schumacher is the director that directed. Stu.
I don't remember.
You don't remember his last name?
No, I just remember Billy Loomis
And
and
Stu.
Shaggy. Because he plays Shaggy in Scooby Doo.
Shaggy.
Yeah, yeah. No, not that Shaggy. I mean, this slasher is pretty iconic.
Oh yeah, that Scream itself. That movie not revolutionized, reinvigorated the slasher genre.
It was a great movie that looked back at other
Yeah,
slashers.
at a time where slasher movies were starting to get stale and kind of generic and cookie cutter, they broke the mold by being meta and looking back and setting up the rules for slasher movies to come. And I would definitely put them up in S tier.
S tier, I agree. Putting them up here, a good spot, a good first S,
The first S.
and deservedly so. The next one. Have you seen Urban Legend?
I have seen Urban Legend.
So, do you remember the name? This is gonna be a spoiler. Do you remember the name of the killer from Urban Legend?
I was just gonna say the guy with the fencing mask.
Yeah, but it's a woman.
I don't remember her name, but I remember that she was the killer. She was what? The girlfriend of someone they accidentally killed in a car accident?
It's kind of. They, well, yeah. Her name is Brenda Bates. 3 Bates in this tier list.
Yeah. Norman Bates,
Norman Bates.
Master Bates,
Yeah,
Brenda Bates.
Brenda Bates. They're all
Master
here.
Bates is S tier.
We should start a tier list of the best Bates. It's just gonna be us in a fishing gear.
Our spin-off show.
Yeah, our spin-off show is gonna
Catch
be
and
like,
Release.
Yeah, Catch and Release, starring Brenda Bates and Norman Bates. But Urban Legend, not that many kills in this
No,
one.
but it did have a lot of young '90s actors in it.
Oh, so many.
Oh man! So are we basing? We're not basing this on the movie as a whole, right?
No,
We're-
just on our preference,
On our preference.
which is great kills, how many kills, their character, how they fit in with the other slashers.
Yeah.
This is like a 2023 class.
Yeah. See, I would definitely, because that was in that '90s, like early '90s 2000s horror period where they put out a bunch of these.
Oh yeah,
And this one was probably my favorite of the like not so good ones. You know what I mean? So I would definitely. I'm thinking a C.
C's good. C's good. I was thinking like B, but like a low B. So we can put it like as our first high C.
Yeah.
High C.
Fruit Punch.
Fruit Punch. I prefer the one with the Slimer on it. So, our next slasher is another icon, Leatherface from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Which one were you thinking? The Texas Chainsaw original or Texas Chainsaw remake?
Which remake? It's been remade like 3
The first remake.
Is that the one with
The
what's her name from Seven Heaven?
wow, forgot she was in that. Jessica Biel.
Jessica Biel. Yes.
I was gonna say the army guy from
Lee
Full Metal
R.
Jacket.
Army.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was great.
Oh,
R.I.P.
man.
I didn't know they stacked shit that high.
That was a great.
You imagine if you pulled that on Leatherface, just
Oh.
looking up at him. How tall are you, son? It's Leatherface.
Yeah. You know what? Leatherface,
Now we're just doing the first one
the first one. Okay.
because I know he kind of changes a little bit in the second one
Yeah, and the third one.
and
he's
the
like
third
a
one.
Complete. He's like almost like a cross.
Yeah, he's like a cross-dresser.
Is cross-dresser the politically correct term?
Yes. Yes. Well, I'll go ahead and say that.
All right. But yeah, so Leatherface in general. Let's see. What can I say about his movies? They were very grungy and gritty, you know what I mean?
Backwoods,
Backwoods,
it's hot.
almost like
He's a
desert,
butcher.
not even woods.
Yeah,
Um,
the Outback. No,
were-
that's a different slasher.
yeah, they were definitely I would say like those movies were like a sepia tone when you watched them.
That's a great analogy.
They were
Tone is in sepia.
Yeah. Is it sepia or sepia?
Sepia.
Okay. But yeah, and they just you could almost smell the movies through the TV, like
You gotta take out the trash, dude.
yeah. And I'm like-
I can't watch that. I can't watch that and be like, I can smell the rotting meat. I look over at my trash can. Oh, it's trash day.
yeah. Leatherface just looks like he reeks.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say B or no A.
Hey, okay.
A, yeah. I meant to say A. He's iconic, but he's not S tier to me.
See, for me, he would be S tier
You would think so.
because I mean, he's up there with. He's one of the early ones.
Yeah.
He's one of the crazier ones, and he doesn't have that much of a character, so it would be like a low S. But I mean, I think we put him in a high A.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
good.
going high A.
We'll do that. Our first high A. Now, next on our list is well, when you said this, I was kind of like surprised, but I was like, yeah, we'll put her in here, and it's from Bride of Chucky, Tiffany.
Um, so Tiffany, is it weird that I'm oddly attracted to the doll?
It's funny because I'm only attracted to the second version, where she looks more like Michelle Pfeiffer,
and less like chipmunk cheeks.
less chipmunk cheeks. You know,
Uh,
it is a doll.
it is.
So- but slasher wise, because she's up there.
She is definitely up there. She's got some one-liners. She is definitely iconic.
Radiating confidence.
Oh, tons of confidence.
I mean, how can you upstage Chucky?
Oh,
She only brought him up higher.
Oh yeah. Oh, I mean, some would say behind every great man is an even greater woman.
I heard another one that behind every great man is just a woman rolling her eyes. Not in this case. In this case,
definitely.
Tiffany's great.
Definitely. But is she S tier though?
I mean, higher than Leatherface?
No, I don't think so.
No.
No, she is definitely
High A.
a high A for me.
Behind Leatherface? In
Yeah.
front?
Yeah.
Behind?
Behind Leatherface.
Oh, when she gave birth at the end of Bride of Chucky.
Oh man, that was awful.
God, I felt bad for a doll.
Yeah.
So,
Oh yeah.
next in line. Famous slasher. One of the most iconic slashers. I mean, I might have some words to say about the franchise, but he's an icon. I can't even second guess it. It's good. It's Michael Myers.
Michael Myers.
Right.
Personally is my favorite slasher of all.
Why is that?
Why is he my favorite slasher? I mean, the first movie, man, like, you barely saw those images of him just kind of standing off in the shadows and only seeing like
The shape?
the shape or like barely a faint silhouette of his body or his body and his face.
Right.
Definitely those like psych out moments, or the flybys.
Yeah, the flybys.
His flybys. You know that scene where he's standing right by the sheets hanging on the clotheslines and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, definitely a pop culture
iconic scene.
Yeah.
Not to mention he had an amazing co-star.
Oh yeah,
Like
Jamie Lee Curtis. You can't ask for a better co-star than
no.
that. The Scream Queen.
Yeah, exactly. Well, some would argue that her mom was the original.
No, this is Jamie Lee Curtis. I don't even know her mom's name.
Really?
What is it?
It's
Curtis.
something Curtis.
Miss Curtis. I bet it's probably a different name.
You know she was in Psycho.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They they hired Jamie Lee Curtis
Janet,
because of her mom.
Janet Leigh, I think it's.
I don't know.
Okay. Well, we're gonna cut all this out.
No, let's leave it in.
No,
Here.
we're rambling again. So yeah. Yeah, Michael Myers. You know, I like even his bad movies are good to me.
Right.
You know, except Resurrection and the
H2O.
Are you kidding me? H2O is a classic.
With LL Cool J?
Of course.
And they brought Jamie Lee back again?
Yes.
For her to die?
She didn't die in H2O.
No? I thought she did.
No, you're getting H2O and Resurrection mixed up.
Resurrection with Busta Rhymes?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's the one where she dies.
I didn't know she was in it.
Yeah, she dies in the very beginning.
Mm-hmm.
She's in an asylum and he throws her off the...
Oh, it's in the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
But yeah, no, definitely. I'm not sure, but did H2O have one of those rap songs where they rap out the whole entire movie?
Yeah, at the end.
Like
The Addams Family.
Addams Family,
Mm-hmm.
or Deep Blue Sea.
Yeah, Deep Blue Sea.
Oh man, deepest bluest. My hat is like a shark's fin. Like,
right.
I mean, he was in both of those. You know, LL Cool J fought a shark and he fought Michael Myers and lived.
An icon.
an icon. He is definitely S tier.
Yeah.
Um,
Michael Myers. Man, what a title for his movies though. Halloween. And it could have ended so differently.
oh yeah.
What was the name they almost went with?
Oh,
Wasn't it like Babysitter Killer?
yeah, the babysitter killer.
Yeesh. Probably would have called him something else.
But yeah, definitely. I'm gonna say he's S.
Yeah, I'm gonna say his ass.
He's
also.
high S.
Probably put him right there.
Oh yeah, before.
Next one. Not exactly well known, but the movie is well known. Billy from Black Christmas.
Yeah, he is not very well known, but Black Christmas is definitely one of the first slashers.
He's got away with words, especially over the phone. I was terrified.
I mean, wasn't he deep breathing? Like,
He was also like just being very vulgar and like pretty like crazy over the phone when he's talking to those girls.
oh yeah,
I felt bad. I felt
Oh, yeah.
bad listening to it.
yeah. He's like the bad phone sex hotline customer.
Yeah, the one that keeps calling back every Tuesday at lunch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but just berating the women.
Oh yeah, like they have to charge him extra. Billy
Billy
from Black Christmas.
from Black Christmas.
Not much to say.
No,
A couple kills. I mean,
very
sorority girls are kind of asking for it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Not to say all sorority girls are asking for it.
I
It's
mean-
just, Billy was after sorority girls and they didn't really put up a good defense.
I mean, Ted Bundy would totally agree with that sentiment.
Yeah. Not a Ted Bundy advocate, but yeah.
No, yeah. Definitely not. But is he iconic?
It's hard to say because his movie is, but just not him.
No, and I mean, you barely see him.
He might be like, I might put him in C.
Yeah, I would
Yeah?
put him in C because we have what?
Urban Legend
Urban Legend?
in C. We don't even know her name.
No.
We just know the fencer from Urban Legend.
Yeah. Wasn't it Barbara Bates?
Yeah, it's Barbara Bates, but I had to look it up.
I'm just gonna call him the fencer.
Yeah.
Um,
Billy, Black Christmas. Where are we
He's-
putting him?
he's a C. He's
Right here.
definitely behind.
Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't even. I mean, we looked at this picture. We're like, who's that?
Yeah.
Okay. Next on the list. Pretty recent movie. Next on the list. Pretty recent movie. Not too recent. Happy Death Day. Babyface.
Babyface.
Now, is this technically a slasher because he's killing the same girl over and over again?
I mean, different ways, different kills.
I mean, is like cut. I was gonna say, is like a woman giving an abortion a slasher?
This should be in the podcast. It's a woman.
If a woman has multiple abortions, is she a slasher?
Oh man.
I didn't hit stop recording. Okay, hold on.
It's
I'll cut that out later.
No cuts.
No cuts.
No cuts.
Happy Death Day
Happy Death Day.
kills. Oh wait, I think the killer kills more than one person
Yeah.
because there's people like in their way.
Yeah.
This one I won't spoil because it's a pretty good twist. But the killer,
Man,
how do we feel about the killer?
the mask is stupid.
Yeah,
The mask.
it could have been anything.
Yeah, exactly.
A baby?
A baby.
Come on.
Isn't it supposed to be like a cherub or something like that? Like,
I don't know because it's her birthday. It's not like Valentine's Day or anything like that.
so okay, so it's not a cherub. So it's just like a
Oh,
baby.
it's the mascot for her college.
What are they? The babies?
I guess.
The Seattle Infants.
Everyone give a warm welcome to the babies defensive team. It's just the sound of babies crying is
Yeah.
their entrance.
So the baby face killer. I mean, that just sounds like one of the Wu-Tang members.
Wow.
Babyface.
Oh yeah, I get it.
Like, I'm pretty sure there's a rapper named Babyface.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it sounds like the uh that guy Babyface from Def Jam Fight for New York. I think that's the same one.
Yeah.
So where are we put? I mean, do you remember any of the kills from Happy Death Day?
No.
I remember her killing herself.
Yeah, when she
lot.
jumped out of an airplane.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, as a killer, he's not very good.
So what are we thinking? We're thinking maybe D down with Art and Paul and
yeah,
Peter.
I would definitely put her in D.
Okay. Happy Death Day, Babyface down in D. Next up, pretty iconic character. I mean, at least it was for me because I was lots of siblings would lock me into the bathroom and be like, "Say Candyman 5 times and we'll let you out."
Candyman.
Okay, so Candyman.
Murderface.
Yes.
I'm going to stop you there because you are messing with powers that you have no understanding of.
Candyman.
Hey.
Okay, that's it.
Okay.
That's as close as I'm going to get. But he is our next slasher that's coming up on our
Yeah,
list.
he is definitely our next slasher.
He's up there.
He is definitely up there. Man.
Great kills.
Great kills.
His lore is awesome.
Iconic actor.
Oh yeah.
That voice.
I mean,
that man panty dropper voice of his.
I mean, I did.
Yeah, oh yeah. Shit, I'd be his victim.
Right? That was a good one.
Yeah. Candyman, but is he S tier?
Oh, he's okay. So S tier is so far it's Michael and Ghostface. Candyman, maybe like high A for me.
I would personally put him above Leatherface.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I definitely like his look, his lore, his kills,
everything about him.
that voice.
Great character. What was your favorite kill?
Oh man. My favorite kill would have to be. Shit, I can't think of it right now.
I like the one where it's in Candyman Day of the Dead.
Is that the third one?
Yeah, it's the third one.
I have not seen the third one.
Oh,
I've seen the first two.
Okay.
And the remake.
He kills this art exhibitor and his girlfriend just by like opening his chest up and just exposing his like ribs, you know?
I'd seen
and
this
just
scene.
A whole bunch of bees come out.
Yes,
it was awesome.
That one is a good one. I've seen that kill online.
Our next slasher is from a movie series, right? Hatchet.
Yep.
Hatchet is a movie series with starring resident slasher Victor Crowley.
Yeah. I've only ever watched the first one.
You know what? I've never seen them.
You've never seen any of them?
I know what he looks like because
Yeah.
I was watching like a special effects documentary because apparently a lot of work went into his face and a lot of his kills.
Yeah.
But Hatchet with Victor Crowley, I saw some of the kills. They're really good.
Yeah, the kills were really good. It's kind of a comedy. The first one.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
It's got the oh man, I forget his name, but he was in Grandma's Boy. The guy that
Nick Swartzen.
No, the one that thought he was a robot.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it has him in it.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, it's kind of a comedy. The kills were pretty cool. He looks pretty cool. You know, he's just like a Louisiana slasher, pretty much.
He was deformed from what I saw.
Yeah.
His face was all messed up.
Yeah. I mean, he looked like a mixture of like Jason.
Unmasked Jason.
Yeah, unmasked Jason, but with like long mane of hair.
Hulk Hogan hair?
Yeah.
Oh my god, Hulk Hogan and Jason fused together and they made Hatchet or Victor Crowley.
Yeah. He's definitely I would probably say he's like a D or a C.
I'm gonna have to go with I'm gonna have to take your word for it. Because I haven't seen it. You think he's a D?
Yeah, he's like a
Where do you
he's a
want
low
to put him?
C. I
low
put
C?
him, yeah.
Right here.
Yeah.
That looks good.
Definitely, yeah.
Okay. We went through that pretty quick, but I haven't seen Hatchet.
You should at least watch the first one.
Okay, I've been meaning to. I just haven't.
Okay.
Like early 2000s, right?
Yeah, I mean, you can watch them. There's a lot of cameos from random actors in it.
A lot of
Like-
horror movie stars, like B horror movie stars.
Well, would you call Candyman a B horror movie star?
No,
Yeah, he's in
but he's
it.
in it.
Yeah.
Which
Um,
one?
He's in
One?
the first one.
Okay, I'll watch it. Hatchet, ranked C. Our next serial slasher is one of my favorites, and I'm gonna put him in S tier, but I want to hear your thoughts on Freddy Krueger from Nightmare on Elm Street.
Hate.
Hate him.
No, I'm just kidding.
Take him off the list.
Yeah, he's a D. He's like an E level. No, Freddy Krueger. I definitely agree with you. He is definitely an S tier.
Right.
You know, what's scarier than something that can kill you in your dreams?
Yeah.
Like, everyone sleeps.
Oh yeah.
We sleep. What is it? 50% of our lives
Too much.
is sleep.
Too much of my time is sleeping.
Well, if you're like me, then only like 30% of your life is sleeping.
How many hours of sleep you get?
On an average, on a good night, maybe 3 or 4 hours.
You need more sleep.
I definitely need more sleep.
Yeah.
But I would be safe from that killer.
Yeah, you would.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Yeah, and then that iconic performance by Robert Englund, like, come on.
Oh yeah.
The witty retorts and stuff like that he has.
That did come a little later.
Yeah.
Like in the second movie. The first movie had a little bit, but he really went on the deep end.
Yeah. He
after
definitely goes crazy.
Yeah.
Um
Not like Crypt Keeper crazy, but definitely he was getting close.
Yeah, he was definitely on that verge of Crypt Keeper.
Yeah.
Not to mention, man, the glove is iconic.
Oh yeah.
Like that
The
hat,
outfit.
that outfit. Like if you just saw the silhouette of Freddy when he's holding up his claws up and stuff like that, like
Right.
you can tell who that is.
And just the most creative kills too, because
yeah.
they're in your dreams.
Yeah, exactly. Like one of
Literally anything could happen.
what is your favorite kill out of it? All the movies.
I have one in mind because it's so gross. I saw it when I was a kid. It's the hospital kill.
Is it the one where the guy is being like controlled like a puppet?
Puppeteered.
Yes, because
with
of
his
the veins.
nerves.
Yeah, the nerves coming out. I was gonna say the same thing.
And especially since right before that, he was like having a wet dream about a hot nurse, and then it turns into Freddy. Oh my god.
Yep.
I never went to a hospital again.
Yeah. The
What was your favorite kill? That one?
that one.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
good.
That one or the TV. And I think it's the same
the
movie.
prime time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Welcome-
Dream Warriors.
Yeah. Welcome to primetime, bitch. Iconic line.
So where are we putting them?
Oh, S tier.
Before or I guess we'll figure this out later, but we'll put them right here.
Well, what do we have? Who we have so
We
far?
have Michael Myers, Ghostface, and Freddy Krueger.
I would say he's above Ghostface, but not above Michael Myers.
Right here in the middle.
I mean, personally.
Yes. I'll agree with that.
Okay.
Next on the list, who do we have?
Hannibal the Cannibal.
Hannibal the Cannibal Lecter Schmexter.
Eh.
What are we gonna... He's been in how many movies?
Oof.
Silence of the Lambs.
Red Dragon.
Hannibal.
Hannibal. Hannibal Rising.
Hannibal Rising.
Hannibal the TV series.
Well, I was thinking more of like
Well, are you talking
the
about
actor,
Well, yeah.
Anthony Hopkins.
Okay.
But if we're gonna do the character,
Yeah.
then yeah, he's in all those.
Um.
Because Matt Mickelson just gives off a different kind of vibe than Anthony Hopkins.
Oh yeah, he's much more terrifying.
Yeah.
Like
I can run from Anthony Hopkins. I can't run from Matt Mickelson.
Yeah. No, he definitely would chase me down and eat me.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely.
Lots of
Hannibal-
kills. Lots of kills.
Lots of kills. I mean, the guy is just like a brilliant What is he? A psychiatrist or something like that?
Something like that.
But you know, he's just that performance by Anthony Hopkins is just iconic as fuck.
Yeah.
You know, the whole I ate his liver with a nice Chianti.
Yeah.
Like, or some fava beans and
Mhm.
a nice Chianti. Like, come on.
That went over my head when I heard it, and not until someone pointed it out, and I was like, "Who's that for?" who's that joke for? You know,
It's not a joke. It's
no, I
just-
mean it's like an actual like
It's a-
recipe for
yeah,
surgeons.
yeah. It was just iconic, and
Yeah.
that whole like yeah, like that. That's creepy. You
Yeah.
know.
Him just standing in his cell,
Oh yeah.
just staring at Clarice.
Oh yeah. Oh, man.
Favorite kill?
Favorite kill is probably when he kills the two guards to escape.
Yeah, with the classical music playing.
Yeah,
For
and
sure.
He bites the one's face, like
Ooh,
he
man.
bites the dude's nose off, and then he
Yeah,
kills the other guy with the
the
nightstick.
baton.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then he strings him up.
Oh my god, that's right.
He
Yeah,
strings him
we
up
don't
like
see
a-
it till afterwards.
Yeah, when they go in and realize that he escaped, he's got one of them strung up like an angel.
Hmm.
But yeah, no, I would definitely put him. Oh man, where would we put him?
The mask is very iconic.
Oh yeah,
His like, it's only for his mouth.
oh yeah,
You know.
for our protection. so
Yeah,
he
for
doesn't-
our protection, and you just see his piercing eyes. For me, I'd put him in A,
Yeah, he's an A.
probably before Candyman.
That's a tough one.
After Candyman, or
Yeah,
after Leatherface?
no,
Before Leatherface.
yeah, before Leatherface, after Candyman.
Here we go. That looks good.
Yeah.
Next on our list, another icon,
Yeah,
Friday the 13th's own
Jason Voorhees.
Jason Voorhees, Camp Crystal Lake slasher.
Oh man,
What an icon! He's
Huge-
up there with Michael Myers.
He is definitely up there with Michael Myers. You know what though? I'm gonna play devil's advocate.
Here we go.
But he's got a large number of movies, and more than half of them are awful.
Yes.
Like, he's got more bad movies than he does good.
Yes.
But man, does character not count for anything?
Oh, it carries the whole series.
Yeah, exactly. And his character just elevates those movies, even the bad ones.
It's funny because this character is played by so many different actors.
Oh yeah, and they all, for a character that doesn't speak or show emotions, you can tell
Who's who?
who's who exactly.
Yeah.
For a character that doesn't show any emotion or speak or anything like that, each one of those actors definitely embodies him differently.
They all got their own flair for
the
Jason.
Yeah, the most iconic one though is Kane Hodder.
For sure.
Yeah, I mean his Jason is always way more brutal
Oh yeah.
and just angrier.
Mhm.
You can tell. But yeah, definitely an S class.
S class for sure.
But
I mean, if I was gonna put him anywhere, it'd probably be in front of Freddy
oh man, that's a tough one.
or
'Cause
behind Freddy.
I'm gonna say in front.
I'll say in front too.
But Murderface, what's your favorite Friday the 13th kill?
Oh, definitely Jason X with the sleeping bags.
Oh my god. Get out of my head, dude.
Hey, look at us.
Like,
Who'd have thought?
are we gonna kiss? did
Let's
we
get-
just,
Did we just become best friends? Jinx, you owe me a kiss on the lips. You know who else deserves a kiss on the lips is our next slasher. This is a family. This is a family of slashers.
I definitely would want to kill one or kiss one of them.
For sure. It is the Hillbillies from Wrong
Oh
Turn.
wait, no, never mind. I thought it was. For some reason, I thought it.
You're standing by that.
I
Who'd you think it was going to be?
thought it was the Fireflies, but
Oh, no.
there's
No,
one-
no. They are coming up soon. But right now we're talking about the Hillbillies from Wrong Turn.
Oh man,
No name.
what can I say about the Hillbillies from Wrong Turn?
I can't remember Wrong Turn at all.
No, yeah, that movie was very like come and go, like
I've seen the cover a lot because
Oh,
of
yeah.
Eliza
Eliza Dushku.
Dushku.
And I mean, I remember her a lot.
Man, thinking about Eliza Dushku just takes me back.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, Wrong Turn.
A lot of lonely nights to Wrong Turn.
Yeah, let's just say I was a big fan of Buffy for Eliza Dushku.
Wait, was she in Buffy? I thought she was in Charmed.
No.
Oh.
No, Eliza Dushku was Faith in Buffy.
Oh, yeah, she was. No.
Yeah. But she's also the star of Wrong Turn.
Yeah. Yeah. The hillbillies.
Mm-hmm.
Out of the weird hillbilly, like cannibal families and stuff, they're probably the worst.
It's its own genre because there's so many of them.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, I can't remember anything about them. I can't remember Wrong Turn at all.
I remember someone being killed with an arrow.
Where? Where'd they get shot at?
I can't remember. I just remember someone got it.
Must have been in the neck.
And then I remember the very end when the last one like pops out of nowhere.
The
one that's in every single one.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, they made 3 of those movies, and it was diminishing returns each.
Yeah, they made 3 too many.
Yeah. But yeah, they're definitely D
list. I'm gonna put them last.
Definitely.
For sure. And we're moving on to our next slasher.
Yeah.
Do you want to introduce them?
Our slashers, multiple slashers, is The Strangers from The Strangers.
Great name.
Yeah. Strangers.
What's a stranger?
When you lay on top of your hand till it goes.
Hold on. This is a.
This is a.
That's not the kind of movie we're talking about right now. We're talking about
family podcast.
Yeah, this is a family podcast.
The Strangers. What can I say? Iconic looks.
Oh yeah.
But their kill count is
2. Yeah.
3 killers, 2 deaths.
Now we can't really just overshadow how they killed these people because there was a lot of work that they had to do.
It was all foreplay and not enough.
Lots of foreplay.
It's all foreplay and not enough penetration.
Yeah.
I
mean, when you have that much like time on your head, the movie is 2 hours, and it felt like 6 hours.
Yeah,
because of the sneaking around, calling, hanging up, knocking on the door, then no one being there.
But yeah, I mean, their look was definitely iconic. That bag, I don't know what it is, but someone with a bag, like a burlap sack over their head, is always scary as hell.
Yeah,
I mean, Jason,
the Stranger, Sackboy
from the
PlayStation.
Yeah.
Sam,
he's got a sack on his head.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, definitely scary.
I think the premise is a little more scary than the slashers.
It definitely is. The idea that anybody can do this.
Yeah.
And it could happen to anybody.
Yeah.
The whole home invasion genre is that.
Yeah. It's kind of hard to put your slasher's name out there in a home invasion movie.
Yeah. But as far as where they go on the tier list, I would say, I don't know. Where would you put them?
I would put them at C.
Yeah.
Low C.
Low C.
Probably last, right here.
Yeah.
Strangers, C.
So following The Strangers, our next slasher.
I mean, is slasher the right term?
Oh, yeah.
He definitely fits in the...
Yeah.
He's definitely got the bullet points down for this one.
Yeah. Our next slasher is Sweeney Todd.
The Demon Barber of Fleet Street.
Yeah.
That's a high kill count for that town.
Yeah. High kill count.
Definitely got the right motivation behind it too.
Oh yeah. And it's Johnny Depp. Like,
this is his first slasher?
No,
where he's the slasher?
Yes. So this is probably the first time he played a villain, no?
Well, does Secret Window count?
Secret Window was the first time he played a villain.
We didn't even know.
But he was in a slasher though.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, Sweeney Todd. Oh man, what can I say?
The blood is extremely bright
Yeah.
in Sweeney Todd.
Extremely bright. I mean, it's for a movie that's devoid of color, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like it's all grays.
Well, that's London in general.
Yeah, that London in general is all gray. That blood looked really good. The music was really good and catchy. The story was pretty good.
His character was great
Awesome.
because it was like he was just a normal guy with, he didn't have it all, but he had what he needed,
Yeah.
And then it was all taken from him. His
And
family was gone. Well, I mean, his family was taken from him, and then he goes out they put him on a boat, and he comes back a completely different person.
Yep. And I mean, I don't know about you, but I remember the year that movie came out.
What year?
I don't know the exact year, but I remember that year, whatever it may have been.
I remember when it came out.
Do you?
No, I mean that's what you mean.
Yeah.
Like you remember like
I remember that year, and I remember that it was that Sweeney Todd was like a big Comic-Con cosplay.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, definitely. Especially in like weirdly in the goth community.
Well, I mean, it's a very London goth kind of film.
Yeah. So, oh man.
And Tim Burton to get behind it was...
Yeah, exactly. It's a Tim Burton movie, so every goth kid is going to want to dress up like Sweeney Todd.
They did.
Yeah. So, but yeah, Sweeney Todd. I would definitely place him in like the B category.
Wow, our first B. Because I agree. Sweeney Todd, right here.
B. No.
Now our next slasher is a family. Now you can introduce
I
them.
could say that I would want to kiss one of them.
One of them or all of them?
One of them.
Yeah, it's just one of them.
Spalding.
Bill Moseley.
Oh, we're thinking different.
What a guy. The Firefly family from The Devil's Reject.
Murderface.
Yeah.
Fuck, marry, kill the Fireflies.
Oh, this is a good one. All right. Now let's see here. Kill Spalding.
Yeah.
That'd be fun because it's going to be a fight.
Yeah.
He's also really tall. And I met him, so I know his size, go sweep the leg. F, because I don't want to swear.
Shit. I mean, shoot.
Bill Moseley and Mary Sherry. Just for the long-term relation after that. What am I do? Marry Bill Moseley and hit that every night?
No. No. You would.
I'll hit it once, and then that'll be it. And then marry baby.
But, so, does that mean that you don't get to do it if you're married? You're just like sexless?
Is that the sacrifice in the choices?
That's the choices.
And then what? I'm just gonna be married to Bill Moseley and can't do anything?
Yeah.
Well, then I changed my answer.
Well, I mean, he's gonna treat you like crap.
Why would he treat me like crap?
Because, come on, Bill Moseley, like Otis?
Yeah.
Otis seems like the type that would beat his wife.
Well, yeah.
And make you...
So if I marry Bill, I'm dead.
Not necessarily. I think you're going to live a hard, battered woman life.
I don't think so. I think he'd shoot me.
You think he would shoot you?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe.
The other way around.
Yeah.
Keep my original answer.
So.
Okay, so kill Spalding. Marry baby. And then have intimate relations with Otis.
Coitus.
Yeah.
Coitus with Otis.
Yeah, Otis.
Oh, man. I gotta go kill Spalding.
Kill Spalding.
No, you know what? Kill Otis.
Oh.
Kill Otis.
Okay.
Because regardless, if Otis is alive in any of those situations, I'm dead, probably.
Yeah.
F baby, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And marry Spalding, because I think it would be funny as hell. That would be a fun ass marriage. He'd make me laugh so much.
You get to enjoy all the free fried chicken.
Oh, yeah.
And he's got a whole bunch of horror memorabilia, like just weird oddities all over his gas station.
Yep.
That's not bad. That's a good answer.
But
Slasher wise,
slasher wise,
they got a blood trail behind them.
oh man. I mean, what? I mean, the first movie is called The House of a Thousand Corpses.
They were close. I'm not so sure it was 1,000.
Oh, you think they're exaggerating?
I think they might be exaggerating.
Kind of like a real slasher would, like
yeah,
padding their numbers.
that's right.
But
Probably close to like 500.
Oh man, that is still a big.
Oh, it's big. Yeah,
That's still a big body count. Yeah. So they have a huge trail of blood. But do they have a lasting legacy?
well, I think because they tried to keep it a secret, I think their legacy kind of blew up enough when they even try to keep it a secret.
Yeah.
You know?
And come on, like that iconic death that was retconned.
Oh, the Devil's Rejects ending?
Oh yeah,
What a shot.
what a way to go.
Yeah.
Like,
That was such a music video moment, and I'm like, this is what I would expect from Rob Zombie.
Oh yeah, and then we got
3. What was it called?
3 from Hell.
Yeah, the 3 from Hell. It was the third installment in the Firefly trilogy. So it is canon.
Yeah, even though I wouldn't like to think so.
Yeah, but you know, at that point, Rob Zombie was kind of had that in his back pocket, you know, to get people to go to the theaters and watch his movie. Look who I have back together again.
But it didn't even get released in theaters.
Oh, it went straight digital?
Yeah.
Dang.
Yep.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah. But yeah, because of 3 from Hell, I think it does take away from their legacy and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And they introduced that, like, what is he, like their brother or something like that?
Yeah.
I honestly can't tell you what.
But I mean, to me, I can't really mark them down because of the third movie. Because I mean, we have Jason in the S tier, and he had like 90% bad movies.
This is true.
It's a different. At first, he was human. Then he was a monster. Then he was just a space mutant brought back to life. And at one point, he was what was he? He was like these demon worms
that would like possess people and give them Jason strength.
But another family member shows up for the Fireflies, and you're like, nope, this is trash. Get it out of here. D tier.
No, I'm not going to say D. I'm going to say high B.
I'd say high B too.
Yeah.
Originally, that was my score for them. Was high B. Then since you brought up the the other family members, I was like, maybe lower B. You know?
Yeah. I would go high B.
High
Definitely
B.
above
Sweeney Todd for sure. Okay. Our next choice for our tier list for slashers is another invasion movie. You're next. They don't have names. They have names, but I don't remember them.
No, I'm just gonna say animal masked killers.
Yes. Now, when this movie came out, I was watching wrestling at the time, and some of these wrestlers wore these masks.
Did they really?
Yeah, they did.
Oh,
and so now,
awesome.
when I was watching the movie, I was like, he's about to drop an elbow. He's about to take the mask off.
Yeah.
Start putting someone in the walls of Jericho.
Wait, was Jericho one?
No, it wasn't the Jericho.
Oh,
no.
damn.
But it's the home invasion invaders from Your Next. They were probably one of the worst invasioners because they
killed like 2 people.
Yeah, they killed like 2 people, but
you know what?
they had everything in their favor, and they still
they fucked with
spoilers.
Sorry, they messed with the wrong girl, but that wasn't their fault.
That wasn't their fault. They should have done some
a little investigating.
Yes, they should have prepared better. You know, it's prep time.
But yeah, like it's one of those movies where the slashers, the Final Girl had the better kills than the slashers.
That's what I was thinking.
So as far as their competency, it's low there, but those masks were pretty creepy.
Yeah, the masks were pretty creepy. The kills were definitely on the Final Girl side.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean, I did enjoy that wire that was strung up.
That was cool. That was giving me Ghost Ship vibes.
Yeah. But yeah, as far as where they go on the tier list,
yeah,
I wouldn't put them in the worst position.
like a high C,
Maybe a low C.
low C. See, looking at low C,
Who we have, though?
it's right next to the Strangers, and they're pretty similar.
Yeah, I was gonna say yeah. I mean,
Do we put them above the Strangers?
Did they have more kills? There was only 2 kills in the Strangers, and I think these people successfully killed a bunch more.
You're right. Yeah.
And more creative, too.
And more creative, yeah.
So yeah, they're above the Strangers. Definitely.
Mid C. Now our next slasher. I gotta tell you, I did not see this movie.
Oh, what movie?
Wolf Creek.
Oh.
But I did see Bravo's top 101 scariest movie moments, and this was like top 20.
Oh man, are you talking about the scene where he paralyzes the person and then tortures them, but they can feel everything?
That's right. What a scene.
Yeah, that is.
He knew what he was doing.
Yeah, and the scariest part of this movie, it's loosely based.
That's right.
On true events that happened.
Actual happenings.
Yeah. I mean, they say that it was like a group of people, like different people, but the fact that it happened out in the outback of Australia, where, I mean, I don't know if you've ever been to Australia.
I don't plan to after this.
No, besides
giant spiders.
Yeah. Slashers is another thing. Like, I'm pretty sure he's poisonous too. Like, everything in Australia is poisonous. But yeah, no. That scene is definitely iconic. I mean, the killer is just a white dude.
Yeah.
With an Australian accent.
Right.
There's not a whole lot of creativity behind that.
Lots of slashers are just white dudes.
Yeah. Yeah. Slashing is primarily a white dude thing.
Yeah, we gotta diversify the slasher list next time.
Yeah, we definitely need more representation. But yeah, that scene alone, I think, puts him above. I want to say. I
mean, looking at the list, I would probably put him, right above, Urban Legend.
Yeah.
You think so?
I definitely would put him up there. So he's a high C.
Yeah, because man, that was the way he killed. That was a slasher kill.
That one scene,
right?
The fact that it made it in the top 20, you said?
Yeah, I think it was top 20.
Yeah, that definitely goes a long way.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, he's definitely a high C, low B, but
yeah. On to our next pick, Maniac, with our slasher Frank Zito. Had no idea his name was Frank Zito. Had to look it up.
Yeah, I was just gonna call him Maniac.
I was just gonna call him
Elijah
Frodo.
Wood. Yeah, Elijah Wood. Frodo.
Great remake.
I didn't see the remake.
It's really good.
Okay, I'm definitely gonna have to check out the remake. But I mean, does it end with him getting his head peeled back, like in the original?
I'm gonna let you watch that, and you can find out with the listeners.
Okay. Is that a hint at a future pick?
Maybe.
Okay.
Tune in to find out. So, Maniac. It's an early slasher.
Very early.
Yeah.
Like 70s?
Well, maybe the 80s.
Okay.
But it definitely had that creepy POV.
Oh, yeah.
And you were like, you weren't like the slasher, but you definitely felt dirty.
Yeah. It felt like someone's dirty home video.
Yeah.
Like it almost felt like a found footage movie, but not really.
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, it was definitely it had that like, I mean, it takes place in New York, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah, it's in New York.
yeah, it takes place in New York, so it definitely had that like 70s like
Dirty grunge, you know?
dirty like porn theaters on every street corner, New
Right.
York vibe, like high crime rates and stuff like that. Like,
It felt like they made uh, the Taxi Cab movie after this.
yeah, exactly. So uh, but as far as where he goes on the tier list, like he's not that well known.
Right. I mean, we have to look up his name.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
just know him as Mike Maniac or Elijah Wood.
I don't think he's. The movie's pretty good.
I mean, looking at
The kills were pretty good.
yeah,
He was creepy.
very creepy.
But he's not like super iconic.
Yeah,
I'm thinking low C,
I was thinking high D.
high D.
Yeah, because looking at low C, it's the strangers and you're next, and
Oh,
high D is Art the Clown.
yeah. Man, we gave Art the Clown high D.
We can rearrange it.
No,
because he
no.
was our first D.
Yeah, he was our first D.
Yeah, because we can put him
Well, compared to the
Paul
two,
and Peter.
Paul and Peter,
I mean, they killed 3 people.
yeah.
He killed a lot. Maniacs were maybe half as much, but they were better.
Yeah.
What do you think? Low C or high D?
High D.
There we go.
Man, the fact that, yeah, I think Art should be second place to that.
Yeah, that
You
is
know,
good.
as much as I don't like him,
Yeah,
he's not the worst,
yeah.
you know.
So we have our final 9.
Oof, and it's a whopping number 9.
A lot of big names,
Yep.
and even the smaller names are still pretty big
Yeah.
in this one. So our next pick is the Miner, above 18. The Miner from My Bloody Valentine.
Yeah.
This was the first 3D movie I saw.
Really? Same. Yeah.
They really pushed it too.
Oh yeah, they sold and the 3D was so bad.
Yeah.
It was just like random things like the pick, like kind of
Oh
like,
yeah, you go at an angle and it looks like it's a little further than
yeah.
it should be. It's
but-
just depth perception.
Yeah, exactly. They were just playing with like the depth
Mhm.
perception and stuff like that. But yeah, like, and I think, was this before or after Supernatural?
After.
Yeah, it was
I'm
after.
pretty sure it was after.
Because when I
mean,
watched-
it's based on it's a remake.
Yeah,
the
it's
one
a
I saw.
remake. So, yeah. So I mean, the only thing I remembered so much about that, I'm like, when they reveal, spoiler,
Yes,
that the
spoilers.
miner is Jensen Ackles
Yeah.
from Supernatural. That was the first thing that popped me up. I'm like, holy shit, that's Dean Winchester.
He must have been pissed when he was like, "Hey, you're going to be in this high budget movie. We're not going to show your face
No.
till the end."
Well, no. They showed his face.
Oh, they did.
Yeah. It was one of those where,
Oh, like he's there, like along with the
yeah, they're
victims?
trying to figure out who it
until
is,
he's
but it
not.
turns out it's him.
Right,
But
yeah.
it's just crazy. But yeah.
He should have got paid twice.
Yeah. But it's,
Do you remember any kills? Me neither.
I was gonna say I'm pretty sure someone got it with a pickaxe.
I'm very sure someone got with pickaxe.
Yeah. So I'm saying he's probably the bottom of the tier.
Probably the bottom of the tier. It's funny because when I think of My Bloody Valentine, I think of the
Or am I getting
the
those?
time period with
I was
urban
gonna say-
legend.
Yeah. Am I getting My Bloody Valentine and
Valentine?
Valentine mixed up? Which one
No.
had like a scene where there was a heart in like a washing machine?
What? I don't remember that.
Oh,
I remember Valentine was with that guy that played Angel in Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
yep.
And there was what was her name from she kind of looked like Brooke Shields but younger.
I don't know who Brooke Shields is.
Okay, well there was a scene where
I
Brooke
probably,
Shields opens up like a box of chocolates.
and it's a heart.
No, oh yeah, it was a heart.
Yeah.
I was thinking of another one where they open up and it's maggots,
Oh.
but I think that was in the chocolate itself.
Yeah.
So yeah, it opens up. It's a real heart.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm actually getting
Valentine and My Bloody Valentine mixed up. Easy mix up.
So, but yeah, he's still at the bottom.
Bottom D.
Yeah.
Now our next pick, another icon, the man himself, standing at 3 foot tall.
Yeah.
I think Chucky from Child's Play. What a pick!
Man.
What an icon!
What can I say?
What can you say that he hasn't said about himself?
Yeah. I mean, he scared the shit out of me.
Oh yeah, this was the classic go-to
I'm pretty
villain
sure,
to scare kids to doing whatever you want.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he looks like
Even when he was a regular doll.
So creepy.
Yeah.
And not the fact that it's a doll and like every kid had a doll in their house at one point or another. So it's just like
the paranoia sets in.
Yeah, your paranoia sets in. And it's one of those things where like you wonder, like, do my toys come to life when I'm not looking?
How do you know?
Like,
what if they see, what you set up cameras in the house, but they see the cameras? You know?
Yeah.
They find those blind spots, and Chucky does.
Yeah, and it's something that I mean, the fact that he tarted.
Yeah.
I think I'm tarted. The fact that he targeted a child, and when I saw these movies, I was a child.
Yeah.
I could relate.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, he's got those classic like zingers and stuff like that. Like,
a classic never goes out of style.
Yep.
When he brings the knife back and he starts going after the cop.
Yep. And oh man, the one scene that always sticks with me is when he's in the elevator and the lady's like, "Oh man, that's one ugly dog."
Yeah.
And she's just like, "Fuck you."
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. Yeah, his range, his character range like varies. In
not
the
to
movies.
mention the voice casting.
Brad Dourif.
Like, holy crap! Like, I mean, was he in anything else before that?
A couple movies before Chucky.
Was he?
But he was also in a bunch of stuff after. Well, in between Chucky's.
Yeah.
But
that laugh.
Oh, yeah.
That laugh, that voice, and do you know his daughter is in the TV series?
That's right. His real daughter.
Yeah, his real daughter plays.
I don't know her name.
I don't know.
I just call her Chucky's daughter.
Yeah, but
she's really good.
Yeah, she's really good in that show. And I'm pretty sure that Chucky has more good movies than he does bad movies.
All his movies are good, except for the third one.
Yeah, even the third one has its charm.
Yeah, even the third one has its charm.
So
I'm not counting the weird remake with
Mark Hamill.
Yeah, with Mark Hamill.
That doesn't count.
Aubrey Plaza.
That's the best part of that movie.
And the weird like Chucky's going digital.
Yeah.
He's connecting to your Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
That was dumb.
Yeah.
The rest of them are great. The TV series is great.
TV series is
the
great.
lore continues in the movies.
Yep. So I would definitely play some up and see, or I mean, not see.
We're about to start. We're about to stop the show and redo that.
Here, let's redo that.
I would put him high S.
Yeah, definitely high S. Oh man.
Here's the thing: is do we put him? I mean, I was gonna put him after Michael.
Before Jason?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree with that pick.
There's your top 5 right there. Yeah. Michael, Chucky, Jason, Freddy, Ghostface. Okay.
Man.
Now we're down to the final 7. Going with a classic here.
Oh yeah.
Psycho's own Norman Bates.
Norman Bates.
S. No, I'm just joking.
No. I mean, he's.
Now here's the thing about Norman Bates.
He's a mama's boy,
and he's also his mama. Definitely a product of a terrible tragedy that happened in his childhood.
Yeah,
his trauma of seeing his mom get assaulted, and then revenge happens if you watch the TV show, but man, it was a very early slasher.
Yeah, he is the granddaddy of all slashers.
That's right.
So I mean that that gives him a that pushes him up a little higher, but he's definitely not. I would not consider him S.
No,
Um, maybe
I mean, looking at the list, I would put him in B, but mainly because the you know how we saw Wolf Creek? Wolf Creek. We didn't really see much of it, but we remember that iconic scene.
yeah.
The iconic scene in the shower.
That
You
shower
couldn't go
scene-
into a shower
that shower
and
scene
not
has
picture
been.
that.
I mean, not to mention it's been parodied
Oh yeah, to
constantly.
hell.
Everyone knows that the
The
score.
sound. Yeah.
Like as soon as you hear the you automatically think Psycho.
Right. Norman
Um,
Bates.
I mean, yeah, I would definitely put him a high B.
High B for sure.
Did you ever see the remake
Oh, with
of Vince Vaughn?
no, I didn't see that one.
I saw that in theaters.
Who directed that? You remember?
I forget. It was a famous director.
It's
Uh,
okay. I didn't see it.
No, but the thing that I bring up with that is I saw that in theaters when I was like 7 years old.
Who took you to that? Your parents took you to that?
My parents took me to that.
That's weird.
That is very weird, and especially in the shower scene.
Oh,
Do you know that apparently, if you stop it at the right moment, you can see Anne Heche's butthole?
no way.
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
Pause and zoom in on that.
Like you don't even have to zoom in; like it's there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully they paid her extra for that,
Yeah. Oh man.
and it wasn't like a body double or anything.
No. And like, can you imagine just like if you're Anne Heche and seeing your movie in the theaters and just being like, holy shit,
Oh
that's
my gosh!
butthole.
No one, no, everyone, skip this part, please. No one look.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I remember that.
So Psycho's a big movie for you then. A big part of your childhood. How's that look?
Is he's you think he's low B?
I think he's low B, but we can put him
I was gonna
in
say he's
between?
high B because of his
up here.
status as the granddaddy of
That's true.
slashers. Like,
Yeah,
you know, and Alfred Hitchcock directed it. Like,
right.
you know,
They still have the set up at Universal Studios.
exactly. Like, he's iconic,
Yeah,
but personally, he's not. He's
Right.
not S tier to me.
Yeah. Tiff is definitely
Oh yeah.
over.
Oh
yeah.
yeah. I mean, I want to do Tiff, but I don't want to do Norman Bates
Unless he's got the wig on.
unless he's just like his mom.
Next pick. I mean, this serial killer is probably the only one here on this list that has the victims do his work for him.
Yep.
Jigsaw from Saw.
Oh. I mean, alone on
Creativity.
Yeah, I can't even speak right now.
I mean, I was about to. I wasn't even about to talk about the creativity because I was going to go straight into what your favorite kill was because there's thousands of them.
Thousands of them. And now, are we going to count the ones that weren't him?
Yeah, yeah. He's kind of, it's because they were all kind of based on his image. You know, they were all because he had like followers.
Yeah.
You know, and they're all like, "Let me do this kill that cops would think was Jigsaw himself."
Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, he is that iconic
Mhm.
that he had a following.
Yeah.
What other serial killers on that list have a following, a cult?
Not many.
Exactly. Like he is that,
Even after he died.
even
Spoilers. Even after he died.
yeah, he's like the prince of slashers.
Right.
Like the fact that he still kills beyond
Mhm.
the grave.
That's awesome.
And like I said, most creative.
Yeah.
You know, that voice.
Oh, the voice is great.
Yeah, like come on. Like everyone knows that line,
Do you want to play a game?
yeah, exactly.
What a great line. So simple yet effective.
Yeah, and oh man, the twists in those movies,
In all of them.
in all of them.
I mean, they kind of got the lore kind of ran away from them, but the kills didn't.
No. So, I mean, Jigsaw to me, whew, is he S or A?
I mean, to me, looking at the list, he's got to be like high A.
Yeah, he's definitely above.
Candyman.
I think he's above Candyman.
Yeah.
I would definitely put him in high A.
Definitely the most creative under Freddy Krueger.
Yep.
Because, you know, nightmares can be
Yeah.
literally anything. Reality steps into these traps.
Yeah.
And you have to make everyone just fall into it. So that takes a little bit of imagination.
Yeah.
Definitely high A. Now our next pick is the third Bateman on this list. Patrick Bateman.
Patrick Bateman. Ah, man.
What a movie. American Psycho.
A great movie. And
Very
a great
good.
book.
Never read the book.
Oh, the book is excellent. Let's see. Patrick Bateman. I mean, his music taste is definitely C level. Or, I mean,
A level.
A level. His music. Let's rewind that.
Yeah.
Patrick Bateman. His music taste is definitely an S tier.
Yeah, definitely S tier.
Huey Lewis in the News. Like, come on.
Classic.
But as a killer, I don't think he's S tier, but he's great.
He's up there. I mean, let's take a look at this man's workout regime. Who do you know that works out?
I mean, he's definitely the best looking.
Definitely the best looking, hands down. Probably behind Tiff. But who do you know that works out to Texas Chainsaw Massacre in the background?
Yeah, exactly. Oh man, that
he's definitely a psycho.
He's definitely. I mean, the scene where he tries to put the kitten into the ATM machine.
I mean, what would you do if an ATM machine said, "Please insert your cat now"? I mean, it's time. I need my cash.
Yeah, exactly. Man, and then
his complete disdain for humans.
Oh yeah, like he is the epitome of a sociopath.
Right.
Like he is devoid of feelings and stuff like that.
When he breaks up with Reese Witherspoon, I mean, it was so cold.
Yeah.
I don't need you, basically.
Yeah, exactly. Man. And then some of his kills. I definitely like the chainsaw scene.
Oh, that looked like it was a Batman-esque kind of kill because he was like aiming and he just drops the chainsaw and he gets her right there.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, that one took a little bit of that was a lot of luck.
Yeah.
Like there was a lot of room for
error.
Yeah.
And that.
But that was such a great kill. And oh man, the things that he did to the women, like whew. Yeah, that puts him up as far as like a psychopath, he's up there.
I think my favorite kill though has to be when he kills Paul.
With the rain suit.
The rain suit.
To Huey Lewis.
Chrome axe.
Yep.
And he tricked Paul into thinking he was somebody else.
Yep.
And Paul had it coming. But when
Paul was what's his name?
Jared Leto.
Batman
versus Joker.
Yeah, exactly.
We had it before we even got the Batman movies.
And
we had it in American Psycho.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, let's face it, we all wanted Jared Leto to get killed.
We were all looking forward to it.
Yeah. I mean, I wish it would happen again. I'm just kidding.
Great slasher. I'm going to put him right above Norman Bates.
Oh, yeah.
Where would you put him?
I would definitely.
Above Norman Bates?
Yeah.
Almost all the Bates together.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Urban Legend was down there on C.
Oh, man.
That was with Brenda Bates. And then here's Patrick and Norman.
Yeah. Yeah. As far as Patrick Bateman goes, S tier looks, B level kills.
I mean, we can't put looks past him.
No.
Look at this face. Now for another iconic slasher. I mean, iconic movie wise, I don't know iconic slasher wise, because this came out around the same time as Scream, and it's I Know What You Did Last Summer.
I definitely feel like the hook is more iconic than the
That's a great point.
like the look of the guy
Hmm.
is more iconic than the actual movie.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember. I couldn't tell you what that movie was about.
So I have all of these movies
And
because I got them pretty cheap. So I watched them a lot.
I'm assuming you got them in like the $10 bin at Walmart.
I did.
Yep.
So I got a lot of these.
uh but yeah, like I the only thing I remember is that there was a lot of like teen heartthrobs and stuff like that in that movie.
Oh, it was filled with them.
Yeah. And I mean,
Jennifer Love Hewitt,
but this
Sarah
was
Michelle Gellar,
yeah. Wow.
Freddie Prinze Jr.
Seriously?
Yeah.
I gotta go back and rewatch this movie.
Okay, so when was the last time you saw this movie?
When did it come out?
I think it was like the mid '90s, maybe late '90s.
I think I saw this at like a sleepover when I was younger.
So a long time ago.
Yeah, very long time. Like it had to be like a year or two after the movie came out.
So when this movie came out, the lead final girl was Jennifer Love Hewitt, and Scream had come out already, and Sarah Michelle Gellar was in Scream. So Sarah Michelle Gellar was in Scream, and she was also in I Know What You Did Last Summer. But in I Know What You Did Last Summer, Sarah Michelle Gellar was supposed to be the lead final girl
And they
instead of
switched it?
Jennifer Love Hewitt. They switched it.
So they tried to do like a bait and switch.
Yeah, they did.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna say, yeah, because I can't remember.
Not too
anything.
memorable.
Not too memorable. The killer's more memorable than his kills in the movie.
I feel like the kids were more memorable
Yeah.
than the slasher in this one.
Yeah.
Even though there was 3 movies about him.
Yeah, exactly. And is it the same slasher in all of them? It can't be.
You know what? I saw all 3 of these like a lot, and I don't remember.
I mean, it can't be the same one from the first one.
I think it is because they all get that note. I know what you did. I still know what you did. And then I'll always know what you did last summer.
Is that really the title of the... Honestly, I didn't know they made 3 of them.
Well, the third one has a great cameo by Jack Black as a Rastafarian pothead. So, I think we should put this in high C.
Above who, though?
Above Urban Legend, but below Wolf Creek.
Yeah. Above Urban Legend, but below Wolf Creek. Only because that one kill.
Yeah.
Like I said, I can't remember a single kill from I
Yeah.
Know What You Did Last Summer.
That's right. It involves a hook.
Yeah, I was gonna say someone probably got it with the hook. What would you do if it was just an axe?
A fish. You know. A net.
A trident.
Yeah, a trident. Now our next pick, we're down to our last 3. Our last 3 are pretty good. Our next one is the Cannibal Family from The Hills Have Eyes.
Oof.
When was the last time you saw this movie?
Maybe 2 or 3 years ago.
Wow, that was recent.
Yeah, and I honestly I can remember that movie pretty well.
Are you talking about the remake or the original?
The remake.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's the rare occasion that the remake is way better than the original.
I mean, Michael Berryman's a great actor. He's
Yeah.
a great like monster actor, but the remake, it sold me in all the parts.
Yeah, and I mean, like, the kills were pretty cool. Like when they set the dad on fire,
Oh, when they set the dad on fire that was my favorite part.
and oh man, when you see that one cannibal eating the dog,
Yeah,
that was crazy.
you hate to see a dog get it.
No, I hate. Yeah, and all of them look gross.
Yeah, you find out that it's because of like nuclear radiation.
Yeah,
Because in the beginning title sequence, it kind of gives it away that they're in a nuclear testing site,
yep.
an old one that they disbanded. But
You know which one out of all of those the Cannibal Hill people was the creepiest one?
Hmm.
The one in the wheelchair.
that looks
That was just like
the huge head.
Yeah. I mean, he's the least harmful one,
Yeah.
but he just looks so gross.
Have you ever seen Rubber Johnny on YouTube?
No?
Okay, it looks just like that.
Yeah.
So imagine that as a music video.
Ugh.
It's gross.
Like, his head looked like it was a giant water balloon.
Yeah. You know when like the water balloon is like leaning over some like an edge?
Yeah.
Awful.
Yeah, but definitely, oh man. As far as like the cannibal family movies and stuff like that, I mean,
Number one for me. They're my number one cannibal family.
Well,
Okay, here we go.
the Texas family is number one.
You got me there.
Yeah. These guys are probably a second place.
Second place, yeah. But the Texas, they have like one main guy.
Yeah.
You can pay me to say the names of the Texas Chainsaw family.
Oh, Chop Top,
Well, that's in the sequel.
Grandpa.
I'm talking about the first one.
Okay. Out of the first one, oh yeah, I can only remember Leatherface and Grandpa.
Yeah.
Grandpa was gross.
Oh gosh.
But yeah, as far as the cannibal or like cannibals go, they're definitely better than the Wrong Turn cannibals. Where did we put Wrong Turn?
C.
C? Who's in C right now?
We got Wolf Creek. We have I Know What You Did Last Summer, Urban Legend, Black Christmas, Wrong Turn, You're Next, and Strangers. This is kind of like the group serial killers right here.
I'm
And
going to
then
say
the guy
that they
from
go
Wolf Creek.
above Wolf Creek.
In the same category though, C?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're a high C. They're like above. Like I said, I can remember that movie almost like 90% of it. And I tend to, it's funny because I've seen that one a lot.
Yeah. I saw
And-
this one in the desert.
Really?
Yeah, in an RV.
That's meta.
Yeah, I like it. That's what I like to do. I can't wait to go camping like in a cabin and I'm just gonna watch all the Evil Dead movies.
Oh, I was going to say Cabin in the Woods.
Oh, that's got everything in it.
You want to know a funny anecdote about The Hills Have Eyes?
Yes.
So, shout out to my hetero life mate, Peter.
Uh-huh.
We used to, in high school, sneak into rated R movies like everyone did.
I didn't. No,
Well,
I'm just joking. I had this beard when I was in high school.
yeah, so you could just buy beer.
Yeah.
I'd like to think you were born with that facial hair.
I was born with a mustache. Little peach fuzz on the corners.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
But we went to go see this movie in theaters, and we were about to sneak in, and it was one of the rare times, they didn't do this often, that they posted someone in front to check tickets.
Oh, busted.
So we're like, oh, man, that sucks. I guess we're not seeing this. So we went to go see a little Matthew McConaughey film called
Sahara.
No. How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
Hey, that's a good movie.
We did not stay that long. Me and him both got up and were like, screw this movie. This movie sucks.
Mm-hmm.
And we walked out, and as soon as we're like, all right, let's just go get our money back, we noticed that nobody was checking those tickets, so we ran back into Hills Have Eyes. We missed the first 10 minutes.
Oh, the first 10 minutes is just family driving.
Yeah, his family driving and the setup of how they got stuck. So for like a few months until that movie came out on DVD, we didn't know how they got stuck out in the desert.
But now you'll never know how to lose a guy in 10 days.
That's fine. I can live with that.
You break his love fern. That's what you do. So, on our next list, on our next pick for our top tier slashers, Jack Torrance from The Shining. Now, this was an interesting choice because
Would you consider him a slasher?
he doesn't kill anybody.
No, he kills one person.
Who does he kill? Oh,
He kills.
the handyman that comes
Yeah.
back to save Doc.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does kill him.
Yeah, he kills him.
An axe to the gut.
Yep. He comes to rescue him and gets it immediately.
Well, there's
the one black character.
Well, yeah, he gets it. Yeah.
He gets it.
At least he gets it at the end and not right away.
Yeah, exactly.
He got a lot more screen time.
He's the token
Mm-hmm.
character of color.
Yes.
and he was the only death.
That's true.
Uh,
They showed a lot of ghosts.
yeah,
It's more of a ghost movie, but he did kill that one guy.
yep. He did kill that one guy, and man, he was so good in his role.
Very good.
That, like, everyone knows that picture
Mm-hmm.
where he's peeking through the door, and
Oh,
that
yeah.
iconic line.
It's definitely like the character seems like he would be a slasher, but he only got that one kill.
Yeah.
But you know he would have got more.
If there was more people in there,
If there was more people in there, it'd be a bloodbath.
yeah, it would have been like 10 kills.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was just an iconic movie, period. But we're not just basing these off the movies.
Right.
You know, performance-wise, it was an excellent performance.
Mm-hmm.
You know, is he iconic? Hell yeah. Very iconic. I mean, that movie's been what? Parodied so many times.
Reference. It's in pop culture.
I mean, they got a Simpsons episode.
You know you made it when you got a Simpsons episode.
Exactly. Man, I would definitely put him mid B.
Mid B. He's up there with the Batemans.
Yeah.
The Bates. Now, looking at the B's, those are pretty high.
Yep.
And Jack Torrance, I mean, one isn't that much, but then again, Norman Bates had 2.
Yep. In the first one? Yeah.
Yeah. we're not gonna talk about the second one.
Yeah.
But I mean, I probably gotta put him maybe below Sweeney Todd.
Really?
Only because it's like I know he would have killed more if there was more people there.
I can see that. But the fact slasher is a loose term for him.
It is.
Like he loosely fits that term. So yeah,
because I mean, look who we have here on the bottom is Babyface. Literally just killed one
over and over
and over again.
Yeah,
and he's on the list. Jack killed one, but his character was definitely a slasher.
Yeah.
So we got to split the difference here a little bit. But B, where would you put him
behind
in
the
B?
Fireflies?
Behind the Fireflies.
Above Sweeney Todd. I mean, Sweeney Todd has numbers.
He's also got a lot of reason.
Yeah.
He's also completely changed his personality. Not saying that Jack Torrance hasn't, because he also has a reason.
Yeah.
And a lot of personality changes. I think I am going to put him above Sweeney Todd.
Above Sweeney Todd.
Right here. What a list.
Man.
This is a lot. You want to recap?
Let's recap.
S tier.
S tier.
Number 1, with a bullet, Michael Myers.
Oh, yeah.
Followed by Chucky. Followed by Jason. Followed by Freddy. Then it's Ghostface. That's the icons.
Yep.
Doesn't get better than that.
Nope.
Top S tier.
They are definitely the foundation for everything to come.
Oh yeah.
They
wrote the manual on slashers.
Exactly.
Follow up is our A tier. Now I think this A tier is just the ones that made such a big impact. They kind of just made a big bang and then walked away.
Yep.
Jigsaw.
Oh yeah.
Candyman, Hannibal, Leatherface, and Tiff. That's a good list.
Mm-hmm.
Our runner-ups in our tier B, the Bates, Patrick and Norman, the Firefly Flammy, which
out of all the Bates is the master bait?
That's a different list. Our top 5 Bates, and there's only 3 of them. Right after them, right after the Baiters, a couple other Baiters is the Firefly family.
Yep.
Jack Torrance.
I totally agree with
just
that.
because the slasher is not just in the kills, it's just in the character.
Yeah.
The same goes with Sweeney Todd, even though he had a lot of kills also. Then we get to I would consider these like the crazies, you know, like just the group of crazy people.
Yeah.
And that's
And this is
cannibals
the group killers, pretty much.
Yeah.
C is like,
these are the ones you have to actually look out for.
Yeah.
Because a lot of these other ones are like, these look like they're personal.
Yeah.
And then these are just like, they'll kill anybody.
Yep.
That's the Hills Have Eyes cannibals. The guy from Wolf Creek, Mick Taylor. The fisherman from I Know What You Did Last Summer. Urban Legends. What is her name?
Barbara Bates.
Yeah, that's right. Barbara Bates. Billy from Black Christmas. Crowley from Wrong Turn. The Invaders from You're Next. And then the Strangers from The Strangers. And now we get down to just like, they're slashers because they kill.
Yeah.
They
killed
bottom.
some people.
Some people, yeah.
they killed.
Yeah, they're on the list.
They
Mania.
count. These are the kids that get participation trophies.
That's right. Yeah.
The participation ribbons.
Yeah. As long as you show up, you'll get these. And that's Frank Zito, Maniac. Art the Clown, Terrifier. Paul and Peter, Funny Games. Babyface from Happy Death Day. The Family from which one was this?
Wrong Turn.
Oh, so I put Crowley from Wrong Turn. I meant Crowley from Hatchet.
Yeah.
And then the Miner from My Bloody Valentine. And our final pick, Pearl from X.
So another woman slasher. Not enough of these. Come on, ladies.
There's enough of them, but you just didn't put them on our list. They're not exactly the ones that I saw didn't exactly come across my mind for top tier slashers.
Really?
Yes. Tiff, she's up there.
Oh yeah.
If I was gonna put like a tier list of
females,
that'd be like a femme fatale tier list, because they could vary from like vampires and succubus, but also just like revenge, women in revenge, you know.
Yeah.
And those aren't exactly horror movies. These are horror movies.
Yeah.
So the final representation in female slashers, Pearl, came out not too long ago.
No, I think probably the most recent on our list.
Yeah, definitely the most recent. Pearl is our senior slasher. If you watch X, have you seen it?
I have not.
Senior slasher, Pearl, does a great job in killing. Her sequel is her name, Pearl, the movie. Also a great slasher. She's messed up. She's got a slasher mentality that's just been going from teenage years all the way down to her last moments of senior life. She is a slasher.
Born and raised slasher.
Maybe not born and raised, but definitely raised and pushed to her limits. Yeah.
Nothing scarier than a woman's scorn or fury.
Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned.
Yeah. I don't know how that saying is.
It's an old saying.
Yeah. But yeah. I mean, I've seen bits and pieces of the movie.
Okay.
Someone gets eaten by an alligator, no?
Yeah. Yeah, that was a good scene.
And then doesn't she attack someone like naked as an old lady?
Yeah.
That is frightening.
That's the scariest thing you could show me.
Oh man.
Sorry we had some technical difficulties, but we're back with our final pick for our top tier slashers, going with our senior slasher, Pearl from X and Pearl. Now you didn't see these movies.
I did not.
But you saw some clips.
I saw clips.
You saw someone get eaten by an alligator.
I saw someone get eaten by an alligator.
You
I saw someone
Pearl.
get attacked naked.
Yeah, that's right. Terrifying.
And I think I saw a clip of two old people trying to get it on.
Yeah.
That's frightening too.
It is. Yeah.
But I don't think I saw anybody actually get it killed by her.
Okay. So spoilers. They do.
Yeah. People die.
People die. In the second movie where she's younger,
Oh, I bet more people die.
Oh yeah, and it's really messed up.
And she's more. I bet you she's more unhinged.
Way more unhinged.
Okay.
Yeah. But so looking at the list here, there's only one female on here that's a slasher. That's Tiff.
Mm-hmm.
Even though she's a doll, she counts. But I'm gonna have to put her because it's such a like psychological like movie because you're like she's a slasher because of what happened to her when she was younger and how she just got pushed like way too far.
So she's a product of her upbringing.
Yeah.
She's a what is it? Nature over nurture kind of thing.
Right.
So yeah.
So if I was gonna put her on the list, I would have to put her in between the baits. In between the baiters.
Really?
Because she's up there. She's definitely above the C&D list.
Yeah. And
she's a newcomer, so she's only had 2 movies, so she did really well as a slasher in the genre. So she
for
made
a
a big
newcomer,
impact.
she really left an impression on you.
Right.
Okay. So she's able to leave that kind of impression. Yeah, I could see her in the B list.
Right there. Wow. That's our list.
That was our list.
Wow. What a list.
Oof.
Definitely lots of slashers out there.
Now, I don't know if we want to get into this conversation.
Okay.
But is there anybody on our tier list? Is there any ones that you would want to move around if you could?
That's a good question.
Oof.
So, let's take a look. I think in the S tier, I might move Jason last.
Really?
I would, because he's more of a monster than a slasher.
Yeah.
But I can say the same thing for Freddy.
Yeah.
Freddy's also a monster.
He's a dream demon.
He's a dream demon.
And so is Candyman. Candyman is would you say revenge demon?
Yeah.
Revenge ghost?
Yeah.
So I mean if we're going off those rules, then yeah, they would be pushed back. But
I mean, but it's also like a slasher doesn't necessarily have to be a human.
No.
Look at the monsters we have down near the bottom. Cannibals, radioactive
they're still
families.
human.
Are they? Yeah, they're still human.
They're still human.
Yeah,
I mean,
you're
a
right.
doll. You have dolls on there.
That's true. We got dolls on here. Is a doll a human because it was once?
What is a human?
Michael Myers was eventually just a curse mark?
Yeah.
He was a curse.
I mean, we're almost venturing into that consciousness. Like,
That's true.
if it has a conscious, is
Yeah.
it a human? Like,
Okay.
if it kills, is it a slasher?
Okay, so instead of basing it off like are they or are they not, should we just
So you would personally
put
move
these-
Jason lower?
No, I'm only saying that to move some of the other ones higher based on that rule.
There's none that I would move higher. There's some that I would probably move lower.
Which one?
Oh, you know who I would move lower
Who?
to the lowest.
Who?
Art.
Oh, that's right.
Art. The only reason he's high is because he has some brutal ass kills.
Right.
Like, but
Last, right here.
personally, I would definitely move him to last.
Now, in Art's defense, just to play devil's advocate, because I don't like him either. That's a lot of kills.
Yeah, I mean that's why
he's a character.
Yeah,
And he meets all the criteria for slasher.
yeah,
And he made a big impact in the movie genre.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of sizzle and no steak
yeah.
for me because his character is literally, clown.
Yeah.
So, you could literally have any clown with any name and insert him in Terrifier and do the things he did. And it's,
Yeah.
nothing interesting.
Nope. But yeah, I mean, I see why he's high D.
Yeah.
He's what, like, we placed him what, second or third?
Second.
Yeah, I think he personally.
Minor over art.
No, Minor sucks.
Minor less than art.
Yeah, the only reason, like I said, the only reason why art is second is because you can remember his fucking kills.
Yeah.
Like, you can remember someone being split in. You can't. It's hard to forget someone being split in half.
I mean, but I can't remember any of the kills from these on the bottom.
From funny games and stuff like that.
No.
But the
But
fact
they get shot. Is that how it goes?
I think so. But the only reason they're higher up is because they were like psychologically more frightening.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, then we go into the category. I'm getting tired. I mean, the D is so like interchangeable. You can interchange any of those.
That's true. Yeah.
They're just that bad because you
Mhm.
can't remember. I mean, what they did.
Oh, how about this? Let's move on right here.
Because who do we have as top D?
As what?
As top D is Maniac.
I remember his because he's scalping women, and he's got a crazy obsession with mannequins.
Yeah, that's creepy. Anybody that's
Funny games because of the prep and all that stuff, and just psychologically messing with a family. Happy Death Day because of all the all the kills from just the one person.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, see,
who are they again?
The cannibals from Wrong Turn.
Right.
Yeah, see, as much as I hate art, he's definitely like second place. Like, that's where he belongs. He's low. He's still D.
Yeah.
He's still not great, but yeah, unfortunately, his kills stick with you.
Now, personally, Freddy's my favorite.
So you personally,
I'm not gonna move him up, but personally, he'd be number one.
Yeah, I mean,
not because of he's
I'll be
a
honest,
slasher, because of his movies.
I'll be honest with you. Those top five, the top five, like S class, man, they are all very close to like neck and neck.
Yeah.
Number one.
Right.
Like
I can't. Like, if I put Chucky as number one, fine. If I put Jason as number one, fine. Freddy as number one, fine.
Yeah.
Ghostface is number one, fine. Whatever.
Yeah. There's like, yeah, no, it's just it's one of those things where it's like kind of hard to be like, who's the top of the top?
Yeah, that's hard.
So
At S tier, you're all winners.
You're all winners.
Yeah.
Like, they're all like first place in my opinion.
A tier, I would put Tiff last, and I would put Leatherface last. These three, any one of these can interchange the top three.
Yeah.
Jigsaw, Candyman, and Hannibal.
Yep.
Great slashers. B, this one is kind of just like, yeah, you're all in that tier. I don't like, you can like debate Sweeney Todd being last, but I would definitely keep him last.
Yeah, he's
Same
definitely
with Jack.
either last of B or first in C.
Yeah.
So
yeah, last in B, I think is a good spot for him. Same with Jack, just because the character is
like,
you think of The Shining, you think of Jack.
You think of Jack Torrance, and I like to think of the potential he would have had.
Yeah.
If there was more people, and that's what makes him scary.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but yeah, he only got one kill, so yeah, that's why he's second place.
Yeah.
They're second to last.
Second to last, yeah. These four, I think these deserve the spots that they're in. Firefly Family.
You know what? I'm definitely very, very shocked that you put Pearl as second in B class. But
really,
the fact that you did that, like, you sold me on the movie. I'm gonna go home and watch those two.
Yeah.
Not tonight. I'm tired.
Yeah.
But eventually, I'm gonna watch those. Like, the fact that you put them up there and
Well, here's the reason why I put her up there. She's got two movies, and they're both great.
They're both excellent.
Devil's Rejects, 2 out of 3 for the movies. You know, not bad, but both those movies the whole movies weren't always about them.
No.
Psycho, Norman Bates, because he's the granddaddy.
Psycho killer Norman Bates.
Patrick Bateman over Pearl because he's Pearl times 2.
Yeah.
It's just like,
He's Pearl, but modern day and a man.
yeah.
That's why he's above her.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I cut that part out. I mean,
tier C.
And then the looks department, like young Pearl and Patrick Bateman, who's hotter?
I mean, you're putting me up against the wall here. Because I got, nothing against me a goth, but Patrick Bateman is,
Oh yeah.
look at him.
Yep.
Men want to be him. Women want to be with him.
Yeah. Exactly.
Tier C. These, I think I would move The Fisherman lower. Just because I liked Urban Legend a little more.
Yeah.
But Black Christmas, if you watch that again, you'd probably put it up here with Hills Have Eyes.
Really?
Yeah.
Whew.
Only because the movie's really good, but slasher-wise, you don't really see his kills.
You don't remember him.
No. But the movie's really good
Okay.
because of him on the phone.
Yeah. So what he says on the phone
Yeah.
it's more disturbing than the actual what's on camera.
And then the home invasions, Your Next is better than Strangers.
Yeah.
Right.
Definitely. Better masks, better kills.
Yeah.
I mean, even though half the kills were on were the final girl kills.
That's right. And I think it's a good first tier list.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
First of many. What do you think our next tier list should be?
Whew, man, that's a tough one.
I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot to tier.
Yeah, there's a lot to tier.
Femme fatales.
We should just call that one the horniest horror movies.
Who's hotter?
Sorry.
Who do you want to? Who would you want to kill you?
So we're getting canceled after that.
That's gonna be hard. The
oof.
femme fatales. We could
hottest villains.
Yeah.
Oof.
Hottest villains. Chop Top number 1.
No, I was gonna say Pinhead number 1. I mean, come on, that bondage look like.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
We could do a tier list of aliens.
Is there enough aliens?
We could go outside of horror and bring in
Okay.
some sci-fi aliens.
So sci-fi aliens.
Xenomorph.
Xenomorphs. you got
E.T.
the least harmless alien.
Hey, the Thing and E.T. came out in the same month.
That's crazy.
Can you imagine being a kid and being like, "Mom, I want to go see the Alien movie." Okay, yeah, you're talking about E.T., I guess. So let's go see E.T. And they see the Thing by accident. Two tickets for the Alien movie. And they take you to the Thing instead of E.T.
Are you sure? Okay, lady, here you go.
We will make our tier list. We will make the next tier list, but that'll be after our next reviewed.
Our next video proper.
Your pick.
Oh, should we introduce my pick for next week?
Yes,
Or next episode?
that's right.
So my original pick was Near Dark,
Right.
but unfortunately, I feel like they scrubbed it off the internet.
Yes.
For now. It'll probably be back there eventually. But the substitution is a werewolf movie that's classified as action horror. There's not very many of those. I mean, you can consider Aliens action horror,
Resident Evil.
but yeah, it's one of my favorite werewolf movies. Dog Soldiers.
Dog Soldiers. I have never seen or heard it.
Nope. So it should be an interesting one.
It will be, and we will review that together after we watch it.
Yep. So yeah, come back. Well, how do we end these?
Play the outro, Brian.
Monsters Movies and Mayhem.